What up, what up, what up? Those of you who are new to my channel, I go by the name of Mr. Obese. No, I'm not trying to promote being obese. My goal is to get rid of the O and just become a beast. That's B-E-A-S-T for all you
Jesus Christ.
But anyways, today I got pull day. So we're gonna be deadlifting, even though it's not part of my workout program. Because again, I want to stay consistent in deadlifting, because after I lose all this weight, who knows, maybe I want to join into a powerlifting competition.
Bring order to the galaxy. I'll never join you! If you only knew the power of the dark side.
And be able to compete in all three instead of just competing in bench. But anyways, yeah, so overall I feel good. For the past couple of days, I haven't been able to eat breakfast only because I've been waking up late, and I've been trying to cram my food in at night. So as far as trying to weigh myself in the morning, kind of doesn't make sense, because I'll get probably like 270 grams of protein all in one meal within an hour. So it's like, for me to be able to digest all that to the next morning, how awesome my metabolism is, yeah, it's not all gonna come out fully. So today I've actually been on schedule with my breakfast this morning, and it's more like it. So this morning I had about 700 calories, but with 90 grams of protein, which consists of lean steak, egg whites, 1 egg, and 3 slices of whole wheat bread.
But look at it! Look! I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, ram, raw, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rat.
Yeah, so right now we're just getting ready to warm up. So we're just warming up to get ready to deadlift, and then go on and do other exercises to try to get this back right. There's going to be a lot of different exercises I'm going to be adding in, just to specifically hit certain spots in my back. I feel like my back movements are the weakest. So my back workout, I'm going to try to work from the top down to the bottom of my back. That's what I used to do, but I hate back days, just because I'm weak at it, so that's why I hate it. But this time around, I just got to learn to love it all. If you haven't already, before we get this session started, subscribe to the channel, and let's go.
I wanna stick and move, she wanna pick and choose, yeah. If it don't make no sense, it don't make no dollar. Shorty said they hit it like this, but I hit it like that, yeah. If it don't make no sense, it don't make no dollar. First off, crept through the game, no knock knock. Routine down, no TikTok. Bet I put in work, so I clocked in. Break bread with the fan like Stockton. Switch now, switch out, woosah. Okay, put you on, I'm alone for you. Backpack full of chips, bring it home for you. I know my actions embedded in gold. I close, you feeling the shine through my soul. I'm stepping through mud, you tipping on toes. And I can't go for that, now quit that. Stressing it wild, man, I told you it's all about timing. You put in the work, you harvest the finest. I flow from the dirt, West Valley, the home of the diamonds. I wanna stick and move, she wanna pick and choose, yeah. If it don't make no sense, it don't make
it's
no
hard.
dollar.
Full
So
hard,
they
nigga.
hit it like this, but I hit it like that, yeah.
Come on.
If it don't make no sense, it don't make no dollar. Get walked in straight, I'm the mayor of the lake, putting money in the safe, no debate. And I'm big stepping 8 bullets to the face. Caught a case, got a date, in my time, West Valley on mine. So you know that I'm gon' ride. Never falsify, talk shit, get fossilized. Yellow
Shit.
tape, so it's hard to stop. Front
One more.
page, shoulda let the drama slide. Sexy nigga and I get it from my mom's side. Now hit the hotline, bling for that cheddar, that ching ching. I'ma let that little thing sing.
Here's an update of today.
Too close, let it focus.
Oh, okay.
Too dark.
Dang. And so what if it was?
Got a dark side.
Thank you.
315 for a dubski? That's crazy. These guys are arguing over here.
Now you're out and about, it's just sprinting.
But pretty good day. Everyone deadlifted. The sister pulled 315 for a double. I think that's a PR, a rep PR. This guy.
Yeah, it is. Wait. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
This guy's, his body's changing, which is affecting the lift. And we were talking, we didn't record, but we were talking about how
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, how crucial it is. Weightlifting is not just physical. Like, you have to be tapped in mentally, you know? So for this guy, with his calories being down, and then trying to do like these compound lifts, you know, it's hard. And sometimes that connection between mind and muscle and strength, sometimes it's a little bit harder to tap into, you know? And I feel like that's what it is, because when he was eating in like not a calorie surplus, but like when he was eating at like a maintenance amount of calories, his deadlift was going up. Like he could pull 500 maybe 3-4 months ago. He could pull it. But now that his calories are down, he's obviously losing weight, which is the goal, but like positioning himself and his leverages have changed, and on top of that, being in like a deficit, you know, that mental aspect of everything, trying to like focus, it all plays a factor. It's the same thing with powerlifting too, you know? That's why RPE is like the new wave of training, because it's a mental thing. Like, you have to be in tune with your eating, your stress levels, because all those things play a factor when you're trying to get stronger. And if you're not getting stronger, you can definitely revert back to those things and like, you know, check yourself and make sure like, oh, am I eating enough, sleeping enough? It's the same thing with bodybuilding. That's why I feel like back in the day, you had a bunch of like power builders, you know, people who were bodybuilding and lifting heavy at the same time, you know.
Everybody want to be a bodybuilder. Right. So nobody want to lift this heavy ass weight. Go! I do it though. Yeah!
Yeah. So I don't know. He's talking about probably upping his protein intake, keeping his calories about the same, but upping his protein just because he wants to still feel strong. So good lift, good job deadlifting.
Yeah, that's the difference. So we have group calls, and obviously everyone's goal in the app is to lose weight. But I think where I'm taking it is it's more complicated, because when people that are super overweight like me, you know, in my situation, and also them, their main goal is just to lose weight. And I mean, just personally speaking, kind of seeing where everyone's coming from, building muscle when you're super overweight is not even in the picture, because it just seems unreal to actually do. And to me, it only makes sense to me because like not only I enjoy lifting heavy, but like being a student of the whole game of it all is where I feel like I'm getting my most, you know, benefits out of this whole thing. Personally speaking, if I see someone who's bodybuilding and see their body compared to mine, normally thinking it would be like, damn, that body's unachievable, so maybe I should just lose weight regardless of whatever the outcome is. But personally, because of how I would used to, you know, again, lifting weights is not new to me. I've been doing this. It's not that unreachable to me personally. But maybe for others that's never lifted weights, you know, like there's some people in the group, which is pretty cool to see that, you know, I'm one of the heaviest in the group, but and we did side by side, you know, or whatever, even just see the type of exercise I'm capable of doing that they're not. Like some of them can't even do a push-up, and their goal is to get a push-up, and I weigh like over 100 pounds more than them, and I can probably do 25 to whatever push-ups. I've never really tested how much push-ups I could do now, but I could probably, you know, I think I'm confident enough to where I can get close to 50 just to get down and just start pumping them out.
You know why? It's because he has muscle mass. Everyone, you know, in this fitness industry says that mass moves mass. They're misinformed. It's muscle mass moves weight. You look at the strongest powerlifters, they're not just moving that because of their body fat percentage. It's the amount of muscle and force they're able to generate because of their muscles that they're able to move that stuff. It's the same thing with him.
Yeah, so if that's what we're doing, if we're actually taking that into accountability of what you weigh, that means I should be stronger than Julius Maddox or anyone who's heavier than him, because I am heavier than Julius Maddox, but he's the, you know, best bencher in the world. And so the scientific theories that everyone's coming up with, in that sense, well, how come that doesn't make sense? And then you get someone who weighs the same amount as me, and they can't do a push-up, and a lot of them
theory makes sense. It's full of shit.
Yeah, and a lot of them weigh less. So that's why it's like everyone that comes to my comment section of my videos, they're all telling me to do cardio and this and that off of a little video, when I wish I can fit a whole exercise in 10-second video, so that way I can be able to show, you know, the cardio I do or whatever, but it doesn't. And, you know, and everyone just assumes that, oh, you lift heavy only because you're that heavy. Like, I've been trying to say I was stronger when I was lighter. So to be able to do the weight that I'm doing now, it's nothing new. I've been doing this when I was lighter. So what I'm trying, my goals is, personally speaking, my goals is way different from everyone else's. And the way, see, everyone who's commenting that, they're in their mindset, they can't think of themselves being able to push the weight because they think they got to weigh a certain. But then you look at these elite lifters who compete in these natural or drug tested competitions. There's some of them that are like 220 or even 250 benching over 500. So where's the mass thing in that aspect of it? Like there's like some truth to some things, but then the thing about weightlifting and all this, like you gotta customize it to you. And so for me, like my mindset is all these, you know, being able to build muscle is not something that I'm like, oh, that's impossible. Like for me, I'm like, shit, that's possible. But for someone else who are way my weight, they're not even thinking, oh, I can build muscle. They're just trying to lose weight. And that's my goal too. But at the same time, you know, I've been trying to keep my strength, which I have been. I haven't really dropped strength much, besides of, you know, leverage of being able to, you know, like my deadlift, being able to deadlift the same, being able to squat the same. We don't have the same squat rack machine that we've been able to. So as far as like all the, you know, to me, bench press is the less movement that you can use your whole body in. So that would be the one I feel like would drop the most, because that's, you know, I'm just laying down and using my arms, my chest, and for squat, I can use my whole body. I'm flexing my arms and my back, my legs, and I'm using everything I have to get the bar up. And then deadlift is kind of the same thing. I can try to use all my strength that I have to pull the bar up, but for me, it's different. So that's why I feel like, you know, what I've been doing is working. But then I just got a coach, because he's able to actually, I mean, he proved it on himself that he lost weight, and he actually he has a dope ass transformation, one of the best ones I've seen. But then at the same time,
you're not the same.
Yeah, we're different. Like, you know, he's a, you know, advocate of using like, what do you call that? PEDs or whatever. But me personally, I don't want to. Like I'm against it. I don't ask or want anybody to be using that stuff, because at the end of the day, using anything that man created is not natural. And so
you got a heart problem too. So
yeah.
Stop forgetting about that.
Yeah.
Heavy enough is already, you know, but
yeah,
it needs to affect your heart.
Exactly. You know? So and that's the thing I don't want to do. So like, doing it naturally, you know, just like everyone's saying, eat natural, this, don't eat this. It's the same to me as far as taking medication. Why would we take different types of medications that man created, but then when it comes to food, that's the only, don't eat this because it was man created that. Like, why not have that same mindset when you're taking things? So again, I got myself in this situation. I'm pretty sure I get myself out, which I'm doing. So that's why I lift the way I lift, and that is why I had the trouble, whatever I was doing, because I'm trying to figure it out, because nobody really has an answer for me. So the rule of thumb is, if you're on a weight loss journey, you up your protein to your body weight. So if I'm over 500 pounds, that means I should be taking 500 grams of protein. Then everyone's like, no, you shouldn't do that. You do your goal weight. But then I'm like, yeah, so 250, and I'm like, damn. Yeah, and so it's like, it's just proven that it's 100%. There's no actual one way. Everyone is different, and you can, yes, there's the basics, but then if you're really wanting something, then you got to tweak it to whatever your goal is.
That seems to be the theme for everything. Even in powerlifting, you can't judge your lift and go and copycat someone that you think you like how they lift. You don't have the same leverages, you know? It seems to be the theme in fitness. Everybody is different, so something works differently for every single person. Or nothing really works until you figure it out for yourself, you know? Like, you can take, you know,
tips.
Yeah, you take tips and stuff from people and be, you know, inspired by people and stuff like that. But like, as far as even the movements of lifting and how you lift is different for everybody. We're all different. Everybody, like, God made all of us different. Everyone is unique to their own being, right? Same thing when it comes to your body. My body's not the same as my brothers or my sisters, you know? We're all separate, all different. So the same thing should be applied with, like, lifting, dieting, you know, fitness. All those things should apply to the same. And I feel like that's what I've been learning in powerlifting. Because, like, I could take my sister, y'all see, we've taken our nephews, and literally one by one have adjusted each lift to fit their type of body, you know, their type of leverages, their type of, you know, what feels comfortable for them. We literally have taken everyone in our family or anyone who's ever wanted to learn from us and help them lift according to their body, because we're all different.
And not only you had to be related to us, we actually did the high school kids too. So.
Yeah, we took high school kids, you know, everybody's different. And that's the same thing with this guy.
Yeah, so yeah, how my meals has been, it's been a certain percentage, you know, it's like they call it, the macros would be 40, 40, 20, which is 100%. That's how you figure it out. But I'm gonna be tweaking mine a little bit just so I can add more protein, and then I'll decrease something from the carbs. But if you haven't already, smash the subscribe button. You who's watching all the time, it's not subscribed. Just hit it, it's free. All right, let's go.
She wanna stick and move, she wanna pick and choose, yeah.